Hey, blessings on you as you come across my video. All right, there's a video I just posted before this live, and I wanted and I uploaded the video, but I have no storage in my phone because of all these videos have been documenting years and years of police again stalking me, and the rise of the attacks I have suffered for years until I started speaking out. And mostly since I started speaking out, they are messing with all my devices, my phones. I can drop videos from one phone to another. I can drop videos, like they're messing with my devices so I don't have storage to do videos or to document what they're doing to me. Okay, this is why they get away with this game stalking. It's really hard to prove it, right? It is very hard to prove it. If not, as I'm documenting it, as they're messing with me, it's like, I keep finding ways to be able to document them and to, be able to speak on the things they are doing to me. But in the video I just posted, I just uploaded, I had this flyer with that video. Okay, yeah, I wanted to say something with this flyer. I got this flyer at one of the places I went to in the early stage of this game stalking, and looking for answers, trying to know why police should mount gang up with all the agencies they gang up with to mount the assault they mount on me for over 9 years. And I got this flyer, and in this flyer it says here, I wish I can, okay, hopefully I can, yeah, it says here, it says speak up, save lives. Here, over here. This flyer is from the police. It says speak up, save lives. So I have to bring this flyer, to document it in my video, because I want to I want to say that this me speaking up, right? Sometimes it's hard to speak on on this thing, but I'm really trying, right? Okay, I want to mention here that in this flyer, which is from the police, it says you should speak up to save lives, right? So me speaking up on these police against stalking and terrorism and smear campaigns on me, and all the attacks, the psychological warfare, the aerial harassment, the 247 tracking, stalking, monitoring, watching, the smear campaigns, all the attacks they mount on me. Me speaking out on this is in line with what the police says. They say speak up to save life. So me speaking up, I'm in line with the law, right? Because I did everything, right, for police to leave me alone, to have this situation resolved for me, investigate these attacks on me, because I didn't know that police were part of it. I thought it was the security agencies that were, stalking me, harassing me, targeting me as a black woman. I thought I was being racially profiled. I didn't know it was organized crimes against me, in which police are involved. I'm supposed to go to the police to get help if I'm dealing with maybe a racial issue, or I'm being harassed by people, I'm being stalked by people, I'm being targeted. I'm supposed to go to the police as a citizen, right? Mostly as an innocent citizen to get help from them. But having to find out that police are part of this gang stalking, it's like I don't have anywhere else to go to, right? And I shared in my last video, even when I reach out, because it's over 9 years. I'm suffering a lot of trauma from this. I can't move on with my life. I can't do nothing. The pain of it, the trauma of it, the distress, the stress, like I'm stuck, right? So I'm like, I've done everything. I've gone public. They wouldn't stop. They are still flying planes to harass me. The criminals that police have deployed, the airline companies, mostly Southwest Airline, right? And all the people that are ganking up to gang stalk me. I've done everything for them to stay away from me. But it's like, they think being a black woman, they have the right to do whatever they want to do, even violating my right, violating the law and all of that. So I'm even reaching out to attorneys. They are doing everything to not allow me get in contact with attorneys so they can get away with these crimes, and wouldn't be hold accountable, which will not happen. They will be hold accountable, right? So I wanted to bring this flyer out here, to as evidence that what I'm doing is in line with the law, right? I'm doing what even the police says we should do as citizens. It says as citizens we should speak up to save lives. And this flyer was given, when it has to do with the domestic violence. But we have to know that domestic violence does not just happen in the home. Domestic violence happen in the society. These attacks that police has been carrying out on me with all the agencies that are working with, the securities, the airline companies, the gang stalking, is domestic violence on me. Because if you look at the impact of domestic violence on, when there's domestic violence between spouses in a home, it impacts you psychologically, emotionally, financially, and all of that. And all this impact is what I am suffering from this police gang stalking. I'm suffering psychological impact, emotional, distress, mental. So this is domestic violence on me by the police and all the agencies that are working with, the securities, the airline companies. So domestic violence does not just happen between spouses. The authorities are perpetrating domestic violence on me, right? So I wanted to put this out there. Then there's another thing I want to also share in this video, which was what saved my life. Because before I knew I was being gang stalked, initially I thought, when I started speaking out and telling people that this is what is happening to me, police are tracking me everywhere, securities are tracking me, I'm harassed, I'm followed, I'm watched, I'm monitored, I'm portrayed as a criminal. When I start speaking out, nobody believed me. Nobody believed me, and I wanted to die. I was like, God, what has happened to me? That I'm telling people something that is happening to me and it's totally devastating my life. And nobody's believing me. Rather, they try to make it seem like I'm crazy, like something is wrong with me. Which I didn't know at that time that it is a tactic that they use to silence victims of this crime. So I felt so alone. I felt like I'm the only one that was suffering this. And I was like, God, what has happened to me? That something, nobody can relate. Nobody understands. Nobody knows what I'm suffering. Rather than looking at me weird. Right. So in one of the days I was researching on this, I stumbled on this piece of information. And for the first time, I had some kind of hope to know that someone out there knows what is happening to me. Because when I read this online, it's like it explains gang stalking in a nutshell. I'm going to read it. I wish I can, my phone camera cannot. I had to write it out, okay? Because the reason I want to put this out there, because what happened to me, I will not, what I have suffered, right, even till today, and how I felt that time, being suicidal, wanting to die, because I didn't understand what was happening to me, right? I don't want anyone out there to be in that state, because if someone is in such a state and they don't have access to this information that I had, that saved my life, because for the first time I was like, whoa, so this thing, I'm not crazy. There's nothing, what I'm saying is actually happening. For the first time, it dawned on me how I had hope that someone out there knew that what I'm suffering is actually happening to people. I don't want to mention the website that I saw this, okay? But I want to read out what it says. It says, millions of people across the country and the globe are being targeted in various ways by a growing group of covert harassment groups. Citizens are being watched, tracked, monitored, tortured, and tormented. Right. He said their private lives invaded and ruined. Exactly what has happened to me for the past 9 years. Many are kept in virtual isolation from friends and family. Right. That was the information I stumbled on, and it saved my life. Because for the first time, I knew that someone out there knew what was happening to me, or what is happening to me, that I wasn't alone. Right. It says millions of people across the country and the globe are suffering this, are being targeted in various ways by a growing group of covert harassment groups, which in my case, it involved the police and security agencies, starting with Allied Universal Security, then the entire security agencies that are all engaging in this gang stalking, and also surveillance agencies and airline companies. This is a gang cop attacks on citizens to kill them, to destroy them, to ruin their lives. Right. When I read this for the first time, I was like, whoa, there's someone out there. I'm not alone in this nightmare of it says their private lives invaded and ruined. In 2018, all of a sudden, I started feeling totally isolated from everyone till today. I don't feel comfortable being around people and my kids. Even I remember my last daughter. For 8 years now, I don't take my kids out to anywhere. I don't go out with. Even yesterday was Mother's Day. I was alone in the house. For years now, I don't celebrate nothing. My kids' birthday, nothing. Have been isolated. I didn't know this. One of the days there was a news report. And it was an incident that happened in New Zealand. It says a guy went out to stab someone, to stab people, and police went and killed him like they will always do, right? And during the time that the Prime Minister of New Zealand was giving update on the situation, she said two things that struck a chord with me. And I was, wow, this is not just here in America. She said that this guy has been placed on 24-hour surveillance since 2016. And that they have used every technology available to isolate him from people. And when she said it, I was, wow, this is what is happening to me. I remember also it was that same 2016 that I started, I became aware that I was targeted. It was that same 2016. And also when she said they have used every technology available to isolate him from people. I'm like, what? That's the same thing I'm experiencing. Have been isolated. And I was, wow. So it's like this whole gang stalking program, they started launching it in 2016. And I believe that guy must have been a black guy or an African. So they again stalk him. Basically, that was what they were doing to him. They put him on gang stalking. They isolate him from people. Then they tortured him with technology, tormented him, right? Abused him to a point. Maybe he had spoken and nobody believed him, and maybe he does not even know that he was being gang stalked. So he took out that frustration to go out and act violence, and they go and kill him. Telling you that these people are wicked. This is what is happening in America and other places. They're abusing citizens with surveillance, with technologies, causing the mental health crisis. That's what they've tried to do to me, but I'm anointed. So, I'm not vulnerable to their stupid technologies. But people that are spiritual vulnerable, they have no spiritual protection, they have no spiritual covering. They're able to abuse them, ruin their life. If they don't kill them, they will push them to suicide. They will push them to, to be in a mental health crisis state. Then they are labeled as crazy and they are ruined. Their life is ruined. You see them on the street. 2 days ago, a woman walked up to me, crying her heart out. I wanted her to come on my page to speak out. She was in a domestic violence situation, right, with the guy she was living with. So the guy went and lied to the judge against her when they went to court. He lied on her that she raped him instead of it was the guy that raped her. And she's a foreigner. She's a Russian woman. So the judge, passed a judgment that she cannot go back to live with the guy. And she has no place. She's on the street. She came crying. She said, please share this with other people, other women, to not trust anyone. I didn't know what, I could not really do anything for her. I had to drive her for almost an hour to where she could get a place to sleep and to maybe shower, in the night. It's just that my house was far away. I could have taken her with me, and she's on, I said, please don't be, I was trying to, she said, I've given up. Everything I tried to share with her to give her hope, she couldn't, she said, I've given up on life. She said, tell other women not to trust anyone, not to trust any guy. She was crying, and my heart went out for her. See, and I'm looking at that lady, I'm like, they're going to destroy her. They're going to ruin her on the street. Based on lies. The same thing they do in gang stalking. All these attacks that police gang up to is based, they lied on me. Like I said in my previous video that I uploaded, they have to lie on you first before they can ruin you, they can come after you. So I just wanted to do this video. If someone is out there battling gang stalking, I hope you find the courage to speak out. And I hope, luckily for you, you will stumble on my videos to know that you are not alone. And if people don't believe you, you don't need anyone to validate your experience. You know what is happening to you. Gang stalking is real. It's a satanic program. The people running gang stalking are demonic agencies. They are satanic agents. Out to kill, to steal, to destroy life.